Deep within the island of Borneo lies a world unseen by many. It's a world threaded with silver ribbons of water. These are the rivers. They are the lifeblood of the jungle. They snake through ancient rainforests, their waters dark and mysterious. Sunlight struggles to pierce the dense canopy above. Light dapples the surface in fleeting patterns. The air is thick with the scent of damp earth and decaying leaves, the scent of life itself, growth and renewal. The river is not merely water, it's a living, breathing entity. Feel its pulse in the gentle current and the soft lapping against the banks. Imagine drifting along one of these secluded waterways. The only sounds: the dip of a paddle, the chorus of the forest. The river's edge, a wall of green, a tapestry of vines, ferns, colossal trees. Gnarled roots clutch the soil, holding the banks. This is a realm of secrets. Every bend reveals a new vista, a new mystery. As our boat glides silently forward, the wall of green begins to reveal its colors. Splashes of vibrant hues appear, like jewels scattered upon a velvet cloth. These are the wildflowers of Borneo's riverbanks. They are an explosion of life, a testament to the richness of the soil and the purity of the water. They're not arranged in neat garden beds. They grow in wild, beautiful profusion. They cling to tree trunks, sprout from crevices and rocks, carpet the damp earth in a riot of color. Look there, a cluster of brilliant red ginger flowers. Close up, their waxy petals shaped like flames, burning against dark foliage. They grow in dense clumps, tall stems reaching for the light. Close by, the delicate, trumpet-shaped blooms of a climbing vine, their petals a soft, creamy yellow. They release a sweet, intoxicating fragrance into the humid air. Every flower has its own unique shape, its own specific shade, its own special place in this complex world. They're nature's artistry on full display. Some flowers are bold and demand attention. The pitcher plants, for instance, are both beautiful and deadly. Among all the floral wonders of Borneo, the orchids hold a special place. They're the queens of the rainforest. They don't grow in the soil. Instead, they're epiphytes, plants that make their homes high up on the branches of trees. They cling to the bark with their strong, questing roots, reaching for a place in the sun above the forest floor. From our vantage point on the river, we can look up and see them. They appear as delicate chandeliers of color suspended between earth and sky. They're a symbol of the jungle's intricate beauty and its delicate balance. One of the most remarkable is the slipper orchid. Its flower has a unique pouch-like petal that gives it its name. These orchids are often found growing on mossy branches that overhang the river. Their colors can be spectacular, a combination of greens, yellows, deep maroons, often with intricate spots and stripes. Each one is a miniature masterpiece. Finding one is a moment of pure joy. It feels like discovering a hidden treasure. We must cherish them and the world they inhabit. The riverbanks are not just a stage for plants. They're alive with constant, fluttering movement. The wildflowers, with their bright colors and sweet nectar, are an irresistible invitation. And the invitations are answered by some of the world's most beautiful insects, the butterflies. Borneo is home to an incredible diversity of them. We see them dancing in the patches of sunlight that break through the canopy. Their wings are like stained glass, catching the light in flashes of iridescent blue, vibrant orange, and shimmering green. They're the flying flowers of the jungle. One of the most spectacular is the Rajah Brooke's birdwing. Seeing one float along the river's edge is unforgettable. They gather in groups on the damp sand of the riverbank, puddling. They're absorbing essential minerals and salts from the soil, not drinking. A quiet, mesmerizing spectacle. A congregation of winged jewels. A moment of quiet magic, a glimpse into their secret lives. The air is also filled with the songs and calls of birds. The river is a magnet for them. Kingfishers dart like brilliant blue arrows to snatch fish from the water. We might see the magnificent hornbill with its huge, colorful casque. It flies high above the river, a guardian of the forest canopy. These birds play a crucial role. They feed on fruits, and in doing so, they help to disperse seeds, planting the forests of the future. The river is a source of life for creatures of all sizes. While the butterflies and birds decorate the air, larger animals are drawn to the water's edge. And here in Borneo, that can mean some truly impressive encounters. With patience and a little luck, we might witness one of the most heartwarming sights: a family of Bornean pygmy elephants. These are the smallest elephants in Asia, with oversized ears and long tails that often touch the ground. They are gentle giants who love the water. Imagine turning a bend in the river and coming face to face with a herd bathing. A family bathing and playing in the shallows. The youngsters splash and spray each other with their trunks, trumpeting with delight. Adults submerge and use trunks like snorkels. They scrub their thick, wrinkled skin against muddy banks. For them, the river is more than a drinking fountain. It's a spa, a playground, and a social club. As the sun begins to sink below the horizon, the character of the river changes completely. The daytime chorus of birds and insects fades, replaced by a new set of sounds. The symphony of the night begins. The air cools. The light softens, painting the sky in hues of orange, pink, purple. This is a magical time, a transition between two worlds. The creatures of the day seek shelter. The creatures of the night begin to stir. The river, once bright and sunlit, now becomes a place of shadows and mystery. The first sound, the chirping of cicadas, a high-pitched electric hum filling the forest. It is the soundtrack of the tropical night. Then another sound joins. Deep, resonant frog croaks. Borneo has hundreds of frog species. They call for mates, voices carrying over still water. Look with a torch and you might see the source. Wallace's flying frog perched on an overhanging leaf. They can glide from tree to tree. Night also brings different flowers. Orchids open at night. Moths with long tongues and a keen sense of smell visit these blooms. As the moon rises, silvery light dances on the river. Everything in this river world is connected. It is a vast, intricate web of life, and every single thread is important. The flowers, the insects, the birds. The mammals, they all depend on each other and on the river itself. It is a delicate dance of interdependence, perfected over millions of years of evolution. To remove one element is to risk the collapse of the entire structure. This beautiful balance is what makes the ecosystem so resilient, yet also so fragile. It is a perfect, self-sustaining system. Consider the relationship between the flowers and the butterflies. The flowers provide nectar, a sugary, high-energy food source that the butterflies need to fly. In return, as the butterflies flit from bloom to bloom, they carry pollen with them. They are accidental matchmakers, helping the plants to reproduce. The foundation of the entire food web. The river is the choreographer of this dance. It provides the water that allows the plants to grow. Spending time on a Bornean river is about more than just seeing animals and plants. It is about experiencing moments of pure, unscripted wonder. These are the moments that stay with you forever, the whispers of the wild that speak directly to the soul. It might be something small and quiet, a single, perfect dewdrop clinging to the tip of a spider's web, glittering like a diamond in the morning sun. The sight of a tiny, iridescent dragonfly landing for a fleeting second on your hand. I recall one afternoon, drifting in the boat, when the forest fell silent. The usual chorus of insects and birds simply stopped. And then, through the stillness, came a sound. It was a beautiful, haunting melody, a series of long, clear notes that seemed to flow down from the canopy itself. It was the song of a gibbon, a small ape calling to its family across the forest. We never saw it, but its voice filled the air, a pure expression of wildness and freedom. It was a reminder that we were visitors in its home, privileged to hear its song. Another time, just after a sudden tropical downpour, the sun broke through the clouds. The rain had washed the air clean, every leaf. A rainbow, brighter than any I had ever seen, arched across the river. And in that moment, a hornbill flew right through the arc of the rainbow. It was a scene of such impossible beauty, a fleeting masterpiece that could never be recreated. It was a gift from the river. These moments are the true treasures of Borneo. The rivers of Borneo are a priceless treasure. They are cradles of biodiversity, home to a staggering array of life found nowhere else on Earth. From the smallest insect to the largest elephant, every creature here depends on the clean, flowing water and the healthy forests that line its banks. This intricate world is a masterpiece of nature, a living library of evolutionary wonders that has taken millions of years to create. It is a world of breathtaking beauty. But this world is in peril. The forests are shrinking. The rivers are facing threats from pollution and development. The delicate balance that we have witnessed is being disrupted. The whispers of wonder are growing fainter. We are at a critical moment in time. The choices we make now will determine the future of these incredible ecosystems. To lose them would be an unthinkable tragedy. It would be like tearing pages from the book of life. We would lose not just species, but entire worlds of wonder. Yet there is hope. Hope lies in the people who are working tirelessly to protect these habitats. It lies in the growing awareness around the world of what is at stake. It lies in our own ability to make a difference, to support conservation efforts, and to demand a more sustainable way of living. We must see these rivers not as a resource to be exploited, but as a living heritage to be cherished. We must work to ensure that the forests remain standing and the waters continue to run clear and clean. Our promise to the river must be one of protection and respect. We must ensure that future generations can also drift down these waterways, that they can marvel at the explosion of wildflowers, and that they can hear the song of the gibbon echoing through the trees. The river's heartbeat is strong, but it is not invincible. It is up to us to be its guardians. Let us ensure that the symphony of life along Borneo's rivers continues to play for centuries to come, a testament to the enduring power and beauty of the natural world, and our promise to protect it.